Hey everybody, Brian Falchuk here. I wanted to share something as 2008 comes to a close, and apologies, I'm looking at two different cameras. One's higher than the other. At least they're centered this time. Sometimes they're off to the side, uh, but that's okay. You get the point. I wanted to share this program that I was lucky enough to be a part of, sharing the message of do a day. You can see behind me there. You guys know it. I'm sure it's how I live my life. It's how I try to help others live their lives. But I wasn't the only one who was a part of this. There are 20 others who joined in this thing called the Productive Entrepreneur from my friend Veronica Wold. Now, what is it? Well, look, we're all trying to do more and trying to do more. I wouldn't say with less, but trying to do more with more being thrown at us at the same time. So maybe it feels like you're doing more with less because there are just so many demands on you all the time. I get it. I mean, look, back in October when I left my amazing day job to do this kind of stuff full time, the thing that really surprised me wasn't the fear of not being able to pay the bills. Like that, I knew that that would come. Not having that steady paycheck, that's a huge change. But the real surprise for me, and I wrote about this and I've done other videos on it, is this idea that you have to make your own priority calls. And I really didn't realize how much that was being done for me in the corporate world. So when I, would go about my day, I was super busy at work. But the thing is, that busyness was dictated by the schedule and the priorities of the company for, I don't know, 80, 90% of what I did. So I wasn't actively choosing like, oh, this is how I'm going to spend my day and I'll say yes and no to all these people. I mean, it did a bit of that, but it was really based on the priorities of the company. So I had a really clear reason to say yes or no. And it was always pretty obvious whether that meeting or that person was someone I should be giving my time to. But when you're on your own, it's another story. Or when you're in a new place, it's another story. Or when you're doing something that's more entrepreneurial, a bit more unknown, it's another story. So how do you make those calls? Because all the time you put into something is time you're not putting into something else. And that means you may be making the wrong priority calls, or you may not even realize it for months or years to come. So we need help. We need tools to help us get more productive, more efficient, but not just productive and efficient, but smarter with our decision making. That's what the Productive Entrepreneur series is all about. And I was excited to make Do a Day a part of that. What I want to do for people who are watching this video, followers of me, here's the deal. You can get into this webinar for free. So you can sign up between now and January 10th at theproductiveentrepreneur.com/BF for Brian Falchuk. Right? That's my link for my followers. You can get into it for free, complimentary access to the program. It's a webinar series. You don't have to go anywhere. If it doesn't fit your schedule, you can still get access to the videos when it works for your schedule. But join in. Get those tips. 21 different experts, real experts, have come together to put together this program that I know will impact you. And maybe half of them will impact you. You're thinking like, oh, really? I'm not going to get, even if it's half of them, that is a lot of meaningful, life-changing kind of advice. And I think, because I've seen it, that all 21 of us, obviously I think this about myself, but the 20 others and me, I think it's really valuable stuff that will help you figure out what matters most to you, how to apply it, and how to move yourself, your mission, what you're trying to accomplish forward. You may be surprised. You may not even realize how much you could grow. I mean, that's what I found when I started off, right? I didn't realize how much help I needed to figure out how to put everything together, get those pieces tied together so I could be more productive, so I could achieve what I'm trying to achieve. So you head over to theproductiveentrepreneur.com/BF for Brian Falchuk. Free access for my followers, people like you watching this right now. Head on over there, sign up, and you will get inspired for sure. You will get useful tips for sure. I'm going to. I mean, I was a part of it, and I'm growing by being a part of it, just from seeing all the great thoughts that are out there. And the reason why it was put together, Veronica built this because she was struggling herself. She has her own business. She helps really busy people, entrepreneurs, leaders of people and organizations with their travel, with their personal travel, with their vacations so they can recharge. And the thing is, it's not just hard to get the time off. It's hard to get the time off and use it because you're too busy to make it productive. So that's where she's been focusing. So she sort of like sees the side of it from her client's view and sees it herself as an entrepreneur. So she knew the tools are needed. And she took the bull by the horns, got a bunch of us together, real experts in the space, to put the thoughts together. And that's what the Productive Entrepreneur is. 21 experts that you can get access to for free as one of my followers. So go to theproductiveentrepreneur.com/BF. Sign up today. I'd love to hear what you think of it. I'd love to hear what you think of this. And, if you think it's something that you need, you may be surprised. You may not realize how much you need it anyway. So it's free. It's a webinar, so you can do it on your schedule. Take in the learnings, grow, be more productive, feel more in control of how you spend your time. Just like I hope to feel more in control of which camera to look at. I got to get a new thing to talk about. I talk about the cameras too much, or just align them better so it's less of an issue. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Have an amazing 2019. A good friend of mine, Cornell Thomas, I just saw a post of his this morning on LinkedIn. He said this great thing about how for 2019 to be different from 2018, if you want to achieve new things, you have to do different things for it to be different. You can't just keep doing the same thing and expect different results. So here's one of the ways you can do that with the Productive Entrepreneur, theproductiveentrepreneur.com/BF. Take charge of something and lead yourself forward in 2019. All right, I'm going to sign off so I can go be back with my family and celebrate the new year. And I hope everybody has a safe, healthy, fun New Year's. I do what I do best, which is going to bed early. Not that exciting, but I'm tired, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I'll wake up for the ball drop and just see the actual moment. But take care, everybody. Have an amazing end of the year and a great start to the new year. Take care.